Hello and happy birthday to all of the April Taurians out there. Welcome to your April 2023 tarot card reading. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. So this month is a very exciting month. Now we are going to be talking about the astrology in a separate video, just like I did last month. So be sure to check in the next couple of days to kind of get that astrological forecast update as well. This video, we are focusing on the tarot card predictions. So you are welcome to watch for either your sun, moon, or rising sign, whichever you feel compelled to do. Also, just to keep in mind that if you are a member on the website, don't forget to log in to view the comprehensive reading. If you're not, you can still always just purchase a one-off, just like always. But if you would like to become a member, all that information is in the description box down below. So we're going to keep that short and sweet today. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in just a sec. Hello, Taurus, and happy birthday to all of the April Taurians out there. Welcome to your April 2023 tarot card reading. So we're going to open up this channel with a card from my intuitive deck here. Okay, what do I see? Kind of getting the abacus quality from this. Feels like you are counting, taking inventory, figuring out where you're at, figuring out what you have to work with. There seems to be a lot of just like looking at your life right now. Observant, detached, non-judgmental, looking at the current state and really figuring out how you can make some real life changes happen. And it's not that you're disappointed or frustrated. I mean, well, maybe some of you are frustrated, but it's not that you're not grateful for where you are. I do think you have a lot of reasons to be grateful and appreciative, but you've reached some kind of summit or a plateau, and it is now officially time for you to expand. That means in every area. It means financially, it means romantically, it might mean having children, it might mean changing your friend group or moving to a new town or whatever the case may be. But this is a time of movement for Taurus as Mars traverses your third house in Cancer, okay? You are shooting for what I'm going to call your North Star. Shooting for that North Star, shooting for that destiny, and shooting for the things that you know is absolutely meant for you in your life. And I don't see you stopping, and I don't see you quitting. And where this is really coming from is a true sense that you just genuinely are wanting to experience this in this lifetime. And you're pretty much going to do whatever it takes to get you to where you can. You can experience that. You can enjoy those things in this life. Massive push for improvement. And that's going to be really handy when Jupiter comes into your sign next month on May 16th, I think it is. Okay, so let's take a look at a major arcana card for you, Taurus. What do you need to know, or what does the universe need from you this month? We have the chariot. This is not a time for Taurus to just be sitting and thinking about stuff. All right. This is a time of action. Now, you may have now hold on before I go too hard on that. You do have Mercury coming into your sign, and Mars in the third house is a thinking. Those are definitely thinking transits. But thinking and brainstorming and asking your questions of how is actually somewhat productive. But I also know the universe just needs you to just do something. I don't know that overthinking is going to be that beneficial for you in any way, shape, or form. This has to be a circumstance where you just say, I think this is going to work. It makes sense that it would work. It makes sense for me and what I'm looking for in my future, so I'm just going to give it a shot. I do think Taurus needs to experiment with stuff. You need to throw a whole bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. You need to play. It's not a time of like, I am going to sit and wait until I have the absolute perfect solution and then I'll enact on it. The universe needs you to be like stirring everything up. It needs you to like try this and try that and talk to that person and talk to these other people and get online in a totally different, algorithm and like get all different types of information. It wants you to collect a whole bunch of different stuff because in order to find the right path, you have to open yourself up to receive it. And if you are just like super locked in to one way of seeing things and you say, this is how it has to go, that chariot might not really be able to move as quickly. It's kind of like when you're standing at the bottom of a mountain and you decide, well, the only way to get over that mountain is to just go like, I don't know how to do this so you can see it, but just to go like, here's the bottom of the mountain, here's the other side of the mountain. Here's the mountain. If you're here and you're like, well, we'd better go up and then we'll go down again. Instead of like maybe looking for a canyon or a pass or some kind of easier route that will be way less work and will be much more efficient. Because that chariot can't really go up a mountain very easily, It's got to find some other kind of route. So let's see what else. What's in your environment here? But I do see the determination to make something happen. I mean, honestly, nothing is going to stand in your way right now. Absolutely nothing. Okay, Taurus, who is in your environment that you need to be aware of? We have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is going in the opposite direction, looking that way. I love a Page of Swords. I think this is someone that is light and creative and definitely has a lot of ideas to offer. My concern is that they're not very invested. And like, have you ever sat down and brainstormed with someone and they had like a million ideas and they just kind of up and leave and you're kind of left with all this information and not really knowing what to do with it? It's kind of how this Page of Swords is. They're a great person. They have wonderful ideas, but they also, I don't think, have actually implemented anything themselves. They can sit and talk a big game all day long and they can tell you what to do all day long, but they don't actually know if it's going to work or not. They're not technically in your shoes at all, and they're not even close, and they have no desire to be in your shoes. They just want to be an idea person. They're not an implementation person. They love collecting ideas. They love looking at things from a million different angles, but the application component isn't there. And there might be people in your sphere that you really, really just cannot listen to. You cannot involve in this process. I actually do feel this is a very private process for Taurus to be going through, and it's not a good idea to invite a lot of people in. Your spouse, your significant others, even your children, maybe a boss, but like very few people need to be involved in this process of you figuring out how to get to the other side of the mountain. This one, they're going to tell you to build a bridge, but they have no idea how to build a bridge. Or they're going to tell you, oh, you just build a road, but they're not going to be able to tell you how to build that road. This is not a high quality resource. And yet they're going to want to have an opinion about everything. So you have to be super selective, like ridiculously selective about the people that you actually listen to, and only listen to people that have done it and have something to show for it, which limits the number down to like a super select few. Okay, let's see what comes through. For Taurus, for April 2023, what does Taurus need to know here? 8 of Coins, I love that for you. 9 of Swords. And 5 of Coins. Okay. The reason why I love the 8 of Coins is because it's at least productive. You sit down and you go to work and you do something. That's the key. You have to do something. You have to scout things out, not only gather the information, but actually try them out.
Because if all you're doing is collecting information, then you're just going to end up with a big pile of information and nothing to show for it. So this is about you taking new information and trying it. Does it work? Do I like it? Does it feel appropriate? Does it fuel my passion? Does it make my life easier? Whatever the case is, you have to try these things on. It's like being at a retail store trying on clothes. You have to try it on to see if you want to take it home. So you may feel that it's somewhat unproductive, but it's actually really productive. The reason why it may feel unproductive is because there might be things that you try on and you're like, I'm not seeing any results from this. I don't like it. I'm just wasting my time. You're not wasting your time if you are experimenting with new methods, if you're experimenting with new processes, new structures, new sets of rules, new tasks, new behaviors. It is not a waste of time. Taurus, you are fundamentally changing with Pluto coming over that 10th house cusp. And it actually officially retrogrades, by the way, on May 1st. So basically all of April, Pluto is like barely moving. He doesn't even make his way all the way to that first degree of Aquarius. He's going to retrograde back into Capricorn, soon. So that 10th house cusp is impacting your career life, is impacting your identity, first house, your home life, fourth house, and your relationship life, seventh house. And Pluto is a planet of reinvention. You are fundamentally reinventing yourself here. And you have to be, you don't have to be, but it's easier if you are consciously doing that, because then you don't feel frustrated with that process, which I see you might. 9 of Swords, 5 of Coins. The 9 of Swords often occurs when we're like, I don't know how I'm going to get this. I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. I don't see a route. It's not working. The people aren't showing up. I'm not finding this. I'm not getting that. I'm not. And when you focus so heavily on the negative things and you're projecting a lot out there and you are putting yourself in this constant state of stress, this can be super counterproductive, but also it can be somewhat motivating as well to kind of, 8 of Coins is your solution, by the way. Any problems that you're having, especially 5 of Coins, like if you are having, let's say, health problems, let's just say that. If you're having health problems, well, you have to get to work and start doing research and trying new things. If you're having money problems, you have to get to work and learn some new things and try new things. To develop new skills, you have to learn also, you have to learn. Okay? 5 of Coins and 9 of Swords are places that we can easily get stuck. These are manifestation killers, but they can also be manifestation drivers depending on how you deal with them. Some people, they hit up against these 9 of Swords and 5 of Coins and they wallow in self-pity. This is not the time for self-pity with Jupiter about to come into your sign. Okay? This is preparatory. Like you are in the month before, because on May 16th, Jupiter comes in. So the month before this transition is you preparing to really, really expand in a beautiful way. We have the 8 of Swords, and see the Magician, exactly. And we have 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is a card of peace of mind. It's the opposite of the 9 of Swords. It's getting good rest, sleeping well, feeling calm, cool, and collected about things. The 8 of Swords is trapped, like you feel trapped. This certainly coincides with the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Coins. And when you feel trapped and like you can't get out, again, this can either kill you and crush you, or it can force you to really go do something. If you've been talking about doing something, if you've been talking about evolving in a certain way, this is your chance to do it. Okay? Put your money where your mouth is. And that magician is here to support you, because I love the magician because it tells me that you have access to exactly what it is that you need to have access to. But remember, if you're just trying to get onto that other side of the mountain by just going from, just straight up the mountain and straight down the mountain, you're limiting yourself. If you say that's the route I have to go, first of all, you can still get there. Yeah, it is possible for you to go straight up the mountain and straight down the back the other side. Yeah, you can 100% do that. But you're not really carving any paths for other people to do it. I don't know that there's any glory in doing it that way. I think this is a work smarter, not harder situation. And you have closer access to the better path than you realize. The problem with the magician is that we don't always see what's swirling up above our heads. We can't see our own access to whatever you want to call it, the Akashic records. We don't have access. We can't physically see our access to the metaphysical realm. We have to just kind of believe that we have access. We have to believe that that spark of inspiration or that idea or that whatever is going to come. But that's what makes you so powerful, is that you can believe that. In Four of Swords, you should rest easily knowing that it will come. This usually pops in. It's like all of a sudden, boop, there's the idea. And as hard as you work, you can't make this come any sooner or any less. But I do still think you need to put yourself in the space of opening yourself up to the idea. Okay, opening yourself up to the possibility. So that's why reading new things, experimenting, trying new things, that's why it's important. You can't make it come faster, but you can put yourself in the state of mind that is ready to receive, so that when you're ready to have it, you will accept it. Because if you're not here, then you're here. And it's almost impossible for an idea to get through when you're like this. Okay? What else for Taurus? King of Cups. Another Page of Swords. I don't know why that Page of Swords seems kind of pesky. I don't normally say that a Page of Swords. Actually, I almost never say that. They seem kind of like a nuisance. Like they're kind of meddling and getting into business that is just totally none of their business. And I don't think Taurus really appreciates it all that much. I think this is you right here. King of Cups, Taurus. I actually feel you being very private, secretive almost, highly selective with what you communicate. Selective maybe even to a fault. It really annoys people. And maybe that's one of the reasons why that Page of Swords is kind of buzzing around, because they're trying to, again, it's like they're trying to get involved, but they're not invested. That's the problem. There's no investment. And so they don't have to pay the price if there's a mistake. They don't have to pay the price, and they can abdicate responsibility. See, this is the difference. This is why you're a more powerful creator, is because you're willing to load up on your shoulders that responsibility. They are not. And with that Nine of Wands, like here's this page, like they're just kind of like wedging themselves in. They're trying to get involved. It's almost like they're kind of trying to leech off of you in some way. I'm getting very agitated with that page. But here you are being really, really protective. For some reason, I feel like you may have to deal with their hurt feelings. You know, like, why won't you tell me, Taurus? Why won't you let me in on it? Why won't you let me help you? Because they don't understand. Like, hey, Page of Swords, you're not helping me. Like, what you perceive to be helping me is not actually helping me. This is the epitome of a Taurus being like, I can do this myself. Okay, like self-reliant, let me do it. I'll take it. I'll shoulder the responsibility. I think that's okay for Taurus to be doing right now, especially as we prepare for Jupiter to come into your sign next month, even Mars being in that third house. Like, I don't know how advantageous it is for Taurus to like rely on a bunch of people, especially this page, to really help with anything. Eventually, that will come where you have to open yourself up a little bit. Right now, no. This is about you, your actions, your choices, your alignment, what you do so that you can improve and expand and earn more and whatever. Okay? So just be conscious of this. You know, this might be a friend, but if they're not doing, if they have not done what you are wanting to do, they absolutely should not be involved. So let's pull out the clarifiers. For those of you who are new, the cards I'm about to pull out are the cards we'll cover in the comprehensive reading. We usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards, and we go a little bit deeper into all of this. So let's take a look at this chariot. What else does Taurus need to know about this chariot? We have a 6 of Cups, a 5 of Wands, and an Ace of Coins. What else is going on in the environment for Taurus that you need to be aware of? 9 of Coins. Opportunity is absolutely there. Queen of Cups. I love a Queen of Cups for you guys right now. And a 2 of Swords. Okay. Grab my other deck here. Let's clarify this 8 of Coins. What else does Taurus need to know about this 8 of Coins? Beautiful 6 of Wands. It's going to work out well for you. Victory, success, strength. Oh, Fool. I love that. Okay, 10 of Coins. 10 of Swords. Yikes, a lot of stress around all this, huh? Beautiful, the Sun and the Star. The Queen of Coins. And a Page of Coins. Now for the 8 of Swords. What else does Taurus need to know around the 8 of Swords? Beautiful, King of Coins. You have so much control here. Hermit. Yeah, you're definitely doing a lot of this on your own. I'm not saying you can't like hire people to help you or whatever. We have a 9 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Like, you can hire people and you can delegate and ask people, but really you need to be at the top of the food chain here. 7 of Swords. Whoops. Okay, 10 of Wands. For the 4 of Swords. 8 of Wands. I love to see that. Ooh, Tower. I'm actually really happy. I'm going to be happy for the Tower this month and next month. The Empress. Oh, love it. That's a very Taurian card, very Venusian. King of Cups. Another Magician. Certainly you. That King of Cups is you. A Knight of Coins, and a Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, a 10 of Cups, Seven of Coins. Oh my goodness. We have the High Priestess, the Six of Swords, and let's just pull one from out of here, and the Nine of Coins. Excellent. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. If you want to join, you are more than welcome. All the info down in the description box and the comment thread down below. Thank you all so much. You guys know I love and adore you. Have an amazing April, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.